Hey everybody, Cheese is here. Okay, let me be real for a bit. Over my career with League, I've noticed a lot of things, regarding play styles and just overall in general. I've noticed things, and there's always a consistent issue that's been brought up between my team and my friends overall. Something I'm more than positive that you guys can agree with. Something that results in a lot of tilts, and a lot of miscommunications, and a lot of this base overall just a total pace changer and mood changer of the entire game. And everybody who does can agree with me, and sometimes it happens to be the League of Legends rank queue. Three things that I myself am sick of, and I'm sure that I'm not the only one that understands this issue, is being sorted into a queue where people who are one, lower EOLO or overall lower playing skill, two, players who offer lose their calm, who often use their calm, lose their calm, relatively easy, and the worst of all, the rank queue trolls. Um, why does Riot allow players who have been hostile, reported for harassment in recent games, or have been on the losing streak in rank queues allowed to come back in and repeat the same thing that they did last game? It's so common. I've had some footage recorded of this exact issue through several different videos I've tried making for you guys, but I've had to stop them because their toxicity was way too real. It's very hard for someone to manage or have control over their irritation in live games when it all really comes down to is negativity through people's previous games. And when the players who have been put through this so much snap, we're the ones to take the fall, get reported and banned depending on the severity. Now, don't get me wrong when I say reporting toxic players is a bad thing. It should never be done, as I'm not saying that. But what should be done is investigating the player's history, chat history in the past games, and look at their plays and scores so we can actually judge the person based off of facts, and not some troll getting off the hook and making more of a mess somewhere else. I've lost many ranked games, normal games, ARAM. Overall, I've lost games over the past year and a half that I've been playing, and sure, I may not be the best player in the world, and I don't want to put the image out there that I am putting my inability to win games on other players. Sometimes I do feed myself, and of course, I do feed. I'm not a great player overall, but there's just some things that are far beyond my reach. And even though I could be going like 19-6, I still end up losing the game because of Lux. 46 minutes in, was still mad at me because I accidentally took her first blood when I gave her a level 2 gank as a jungler. And then continually refused to be with the team because the lack of first blood set her behind, so she farmed all game even though she was a couple of kills in herself. It's just there's many examples that I can bring up, and as many examples that other people can bring up as well. But it's infuriating over time. I don't like I don't want to sound like a whiner. I don't. That's the last thing that I want to sound like to you guys. I want to make sure that I pump out content that's humorous and can be of some use. But like one thing that I just really don't want happening is this continual thing, and I just really wish that something would be done. And like don't get me wrong, I've had my tilts. I've been toxic. Everybody at some point has been toxic at some point, and if not, then I'm wrongfully accusing of you having been. And but just know what I mean. Just know that I mean that I'm I want to develop as a player, and so the one thing that I have to do is to know everything that I'm doing wrong, but I can't take other people's faults as my own. The only thing that I really can do is just try to make it better. So I don't want to make this video too long because I can ramble on and on about the current situation of the whole thing, and I don't want to bore you guys. But it's something that I hope that people can agree with, because I know the people who I talk to can agree with it wholeheartedly. And you know, League of Legends is great, and League of Legends is a development and developmental game. It's very strategic in some ways, although it may not seem like it. The people who take it very seriously do take this game seriously, and that's left unsaid. People will talk about this for days, or people will just overlook it as if it's just like, oh, like it's another game of the day. It's based off of every other person, but just in general, that No one likes a toxic player. No one likes people who get called like bitches or get told to kill themselves or called like the excuse my language. I don't want to insult anybody out there who watches my content like fags. Like a very, 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 very attack biased like words, and no one likes that. I mean, anybody who does, then sure, you like your thing. But the people who don't end up not appreciating the game anymore, and no one wants to deal with that. So I mean, I'm gonna wrap that up. But I wanted to get an opinion out there, and I wanted to see if anybody else would have an interest in the thought. So yeah, my rant's done. If you can agree with, like it. If not, dislike it. Any feedback is welcome. So like and subscribe, do whatever you want, and I will talk to you guys later.